Let me share with you a MindStudio agent that I built today. It was a little bit outside of my usual wheelhouse, but it was a fun and interesting learning experience. What this is a retirement plan assistant, where it helps the user make their retirement plan in a graphical user interface, essentially using a retirement calculator. Now, these calculations are apparently very standard, though the only thing I know how to do with math is how to spell it. So what was interesting about this is when you build this in a custom user interface, you can have it specify all the JavaScript code to run and perform these calculations instead of using an AI model to do so. So notice here that there are only 4 blocks in this workflow. This first one essentially has a custom user interface, and I will share some learnings in one of my next upcoming videos about what I've learned about designing custom user interfaces specifically for user input blocks. And then this uses a generate asset block to generate a PDF of the retirement plan that then the user can download and then store for later use or what have you. Otherwise, without this PDF as an external asset, the user would only be able to generate the retirement plan in the user input block, but then not be able to have it outside of it. So let me show you how this works. I'll open the published version. And here we see this is the retirement calculator. And this is showing a graph of what the current calculation would look like based on, this is the principal of my planned income, assuming that I was 30 years of age, which of course I'm not, but this is just for simulation. And then what my retirement age goal is. And based on that, based on my annual income, and then my current retirement savings, and then what monthly contribution every year to my principal would be for retirement, and my expected annual return on my investments, then this would be the calculated plan. Right now, by these default values, I would have a shortfall of almost $500,000. So I would need to make the adjustments to these in some fashion. Either I need to wait longer to retire, increase my income, or other values. So one thing that I've added here are tooltips to help you if you are a novice in retirement calculations like I am, that would help understand what these values are. So let me, for example, adjust these. I could set some of these by explicit amount in dollars or percentages. So let me set this, and notice here as I increase this shortfall value will decrease in real time as I adjust these values. Now notice how this is less. Let me adjust this to, say, like 8%, and then even 9% of my monthly income. And now I'm just barely increasing this. But also notice here in this, historically, if I have my stock portfolio return a 7% increase after inflation, then I'll just set this at 7%. And now notice I'm actually on track with a surplus of 500,000 some over. And notice here it said about inflation. Where are these values here? These are in the advanced settings, and now I can set these values. Now let us say that, you know, obviously if you're doing this retirement planning and I was at age 30 and my retirement age is not for another 37 years, then these values will increase and decrease over time. Obviously, inflation never decreases. It always increases over time. And also what my expected salary increase would be over time. And this, again, would vary based on my career over 30-some years. And then what my post-retirement returns are for my portfolio. And then, of course, what my life expectancy would be. And because people live longer and longer, it is wise to set this to be fairly far out into the future. So, but I can mouse hover over this and see what my expected income would be for each one of these, for every year, what my savings are based on portfolio, and then after retirement, and then up to retirement. So finally, now that I've set this, I can now save this to a PDF. And now the generate asset block will create a PDF for me of that retirement plan, including the graphic that depicted this. So here we see my retirement plan, and here of my fake current age of 30 years, and then what my total balance will be. And based on this inflation rate and my life expectancy of 95 years, and then my annual increase, this is showing the graph of my increase. So now I can click on this to download this PDF. And then I can open this and see here's the PDF of my retirement plan. So this is a great way to have an assistant that helps build this for me. So I hope that this video has been helpful and informative. Like I said, in a future video, I will share some learnings I've developed about developing custom user interfaces with a user input block. Look for that video in the near future. I will share a remix link to this agent if you're interested in looking at this. And I hope that you found this video informative and helpful. Thank you for watching.